It was a nightmare for Taylor Swift fans. A video of the pop sensation surfaced online, showing her making shocking, offensive comments about her fan base and fellow artists. The internet erupted in chaos. Fans were heartbroken. Hashtags like "Char Taylor is over party" trended worldwide, and Swift's reputation took a massive hit. But here's the chilling truth. The video wasn't real. It was a deep fake, an AI-generated forgery so convincing that millions believed it was authentic. In just hours, the damage was done, and a single manipulated video had the power to shake one of the world's biggest stars to her core. This isn't an isolated incident. Scarlett Johansson, too, was horrified when deepfakes of her were used in explicit content, exploiting her image and identity. These fabricated videos are not just pranks. They are weapons of mass manipulation. The lines between reality and fiction are blurring, and the consequences are terrifying. Imagine a world where anyone's face, voice, or identity can be hijacked, not just for laughs, but to ruin lives, influence elections, or commit fraud. This is the unsettling future we are already living in. Deepfake technology has gone far beyond internet memes and harmless fun. What began as an experimental AI tool has now evolved into something far more dangerous, a weapon capable of rewriting reality. Deepfakes are no longer just a curiosity. They are a tool for manipulation, fraud, and destruction. As the technology improves, the risk increases. This isn't just about celebrities. If the most famous faces in the world can be twisted and distorted to say and do things they never did, what does that mean for the rest of us? What happens when the line between truth and fiction becomes so blurred that we can't tell them apart? We will dive deep into the rise of deepfakes, how they are created, their original purpose, and how they are being used today. We'll explore the real-world impact, the dangers they pose, and what the future might hold if we can't stop this wave of digital deception. Let's dig in. Deepfakes began as a fascinating glimpse into the future of AI technology. The ability to use artificial intelligence to replicate human faces, voices, and expressions was a breakthrough that opened doors to endless possibilities. By feeding machines hours of video footage and images, algorithms could learn every nuance of a person's facial movements, voice tones, and even their most subtle expressions. Initially, this technology was seen as a wonder. It found its place in entertainment, helping filmmakers recreate actors for scenes, generating fun and harmless viral content, or creating voiceovers that were almost indistinguishable from the real thing. It was digital art at its peak, blurring the lines between fiction and reality in innovative ways. However, what started as a creative tool quickly veered into dangerous territory. Few could have predicted how fast this technology would spiral out of control. Within just a few years, deepfakes escaped the hands of their creators and began surfacing in darker corners of the internet. What once was a harmless experiment in digital replication soon became a weapon of deception and exploitation. Explicit videos began to appear with the faces of celebrities like Scarlett Johansson swapped in without their consent, fueling a new form of digital abuse. Politicians were targeted as well. Deepfakes of them giving manipulated speeches spread false narratives, sowing confusion and distrust. Even trusted public figures like Tom Hanks and Morgan Freeman had their likenesses used in misleading advertisements, their faces endorsing products and political causes they had never even heard of. It quickly became clear, deepfakes were no longer just technological originality. They had transformed into tools of manipulation. The very technology that once held the promise of creative expression and entertainment was now being weaponized, threatening the foundations of truth, identity, and trust in a rapidly evolving digital world. In recent years, the devastating impact of deepfakes has made its way into global headlines, shaking industries and sparking fears about the future of truth. A shocking example was the viral spread of deepfake videos featuring Hollywood icon Keanu Reeves, casually stealing groceries or performing unbelievable tricks. People were mesmerized by the sheer realism, questioning whether it was really him. But while these videos were humorous, they also served as a terrifying glimpse into how easily technology can deceive. The potential for destruction was undeniable. One of the most chilling incidents involved Donald Trump. In a deepfake video that circulated online, Trump was shown making inflammatory comments about foreign leaders, provoking outrage and threatening diplomatic relations. Despite his team's efforts to debunk the video, the damage was done. Millions had already viewed and shared it, believing it was the truth. This isn't just harmless manipulation, this is a global threat to truth, diplomacy, and democracy. But the dark side of deepfakes doesn't stop at politics. The entertainment industry has been a prime target. Ariana Grande, known for her wholesome image, found herself in the middle of a deepfake scandal when her face was digitally imposed onto explicit content. The video went viral, tarnishing her reputation and violating her privacy. Similarly, Emma Watson and Maisie Williams became unwilling participants in deepfake pornography, their images used without consent, causing immeasurable harm. This kind of digital exploitation is beyond disturbing. It is a brutal assault on privacy, dignity, and identity. Even the corporate world has not been spared. CEOs like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have had their voices mimicked by AI in deepfakes, authorizing fraudulent transactions that cost companies millions. In one case, a CEO's voice was so convincingly replicated that the company's finance department transferred $243,000 to a fraudster's account. This is not just deception, this is high-stakes theft, with real-world consequences. One of the most horrifying trends, however, is the rise of deepfake pornography, where innocent women, many of them not public figures, have their faces inserted into explicit content without their knowledge. This digital nightmare leaves victims powerless, their images forever exploited in dark corners of the internet. No legal protections or takedown requests can fully erase the damage. This isn't just technological innovation, this is digital terrorism. The growing number of deepfake scandals highlights a terrifying reality. We live in a world where you can no longer believe what you see or hear. These aren't just pranks or minor inconveniences. Deepfakes are weapons, and their victims are paying a devastating price. The line between reality and fiction is becoming dangerously thin, and if we don't address this technology's misuse, the consequences will only grow darker. The creation of a deepfake relies on a sophisticated mix of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Two types of AI technologies, known as generative adversarial networks, GANs, are typically used to produce these falsified images and videos. GANs consist of two parts, a generator and a discriminator. The generator creates fake images, while the discriminator compares them to real images, learning to distinguish between real and fake. Over time, the generator becomes so skilled that it creates images almost indistinguishable from the real thing. But the process doesn't stop at faces. Advanced deepfakes incorporate voice synthesis, posture mapping, and even emotional responses. It's like programming an actor's entire personality into a computer, except this actor can be manipulated to say or do anything, no matter how outrageous or unethical. The resources required to create such deepfakes were once limited to powerful computers and extensive technical knowledge. But with the democratization of AI tools and software, creating these deepfakes is now accessible to almost anyone. All it takes is a few clicks and some data, and suddenly anyone can fabricate a convincing lie. As deepfake technology advances, so does its use in the manipulation of society. In politics, deepfakes can be used to destabilize governments, rig elections, or fuel propaganda. A fake video of a president declaring war could spark chaos before anyone realizes it's not real. Imagine the consequences of a deepfake video used to start global conflicts or to discredit humanitarian efforts. Corporate deepfakes are another avenue of exploitation. Imagine receiving a call from your boss with their exact voice and mannerisms, instructing you to transfer funds or share confidential information. The call seems legitimate, but it's not your boss. It's a deepfake designed for fraud. Companies worldwide are beginning to face this chilling reality. The ability to control narratives through deepfakes is profound. Propaganda, disinformation, and social engineering have never been more powerful. The deepfake arms race has already begun, with nations developing defensive strategies to combat the technology's weaponization. But the question remains, can we truly defend ourselves from a future where reality itself can be manufactured? The moral implications of deepfakes are enormous. How do we hold people accountable for their actions if video evidence can be fabricated? How do we protect individuals from having their identities hijacked and misused? Deepfake technology presents legal systems worldwide with unprecedented challenges. Law enforcement agencies are already scrambling to update laws that can keep pace with this rapidly evolving technology. On the ethical side, deepfakes force us to confront deep questions about consent, privacy, and identity. Should there be regulations controlling the creation and distribution of deepfakes? If someone's image can be manipulated without their permission, what does that say about our respect for personal boundaries in the digital age? Some governments are pushing for strict regulations on AI technologies, while others fear that such measures could stifle innovation. But without regulation, the threat of deepfakes grows by the day. The future of deepfakes is both exciting and deadly. As AI continues to evolve, deepfake technology will only become more sophisticated, producing fake content that is nearly impossible to distinguish from reality. We are entering an era where even the sharpest eyes may be deceived, and the implications are chilling. In politics, deepfakes could be weaponized to create international chaos, manipulate elections, and destabilize governments. Imagine a fake video of a world leader declaring war. The fallout could be catastrophic before the truth is even revealed. In the entertainment world, we might see the rise of virtual celebrities, entirely digital personas with massive followings, but no human existence behind them. These AI-generated idols could dominate social media, films, and music, blending seamlessly into real life. But what happens when we can no longer tell if the stars we admire are real or manufactured? This could erode trust in media and create a world where authenticity becomes irrelevant. Even more frightening is the potential for deepfakes to orchestrate mass manipulation on an unprecedented scale. Entire narratives, events, and historical moments could be fabricated with AI, creating a future where truth is malleable and reality is dictated by those who control the technology. A future where truth could be reduced to in pixels. But there is hope. As deepfakes evolve, so too must our defenses. AI detection systems, digital forensics, and widespread education will be our first line of defense against this digital risk. It's a race between deception and detection, and the future of truth itself hangs in the balance. We're standing at the edge of a digital nightmare where truth can be bought, twisted, and manipulated with terrifying ease. Deepfakes have shown us the dark side of technology. What started as innovation has turned into a tool for chaos and destruction. As the line between reality and illusion fades, the real question isn't just how we'll protect truth, but whether truth will survive at all. Deepfakes aren't just a new tech trend. They're a signal of a future where nothing can be trusted and reality itself is up for grabs. We could be heading into a world where trust is shattered, and what we see and hear is always in question. The age of AI is just beginning, and we're already facing a crisis. The stakes have never been higher. Subscribe to our channel to dive into the crimes of the future, from AI's dark rise to the unsettling truths hiding in today's technology. Hit that bell icon to stay updated. The world you know is changing in ways you wouldn't believe. Stay curious, stay alert, and get ready, because the future isn't just coming, it's already here. And trust me, it's darker than you think.